guys. Thanks so much, Jimmy. It's really energizing to see what you've built here. It's gorgeous. I mean, a lot of us have had this forum experience, but to see someone who embodied it, cherished it, and made it available to everybody else. So kudos to you, Jimmy. Great work with DLC. I think it's a great format for people to connect, learn, aspire, affect, impact, everything. So I'm glad to see an organization like this has taken shape. I'm quite sure that you have read a lot about forums, so you understand what the base concept is. So the base concept is to bring in individuals, a maximum of 8 to 10, who are from non-conflicting businesses, which is very, very vital. Because what happens is that no personal conflict, second is no professional conflict, both. Because even if you have a cousin in that forum or someone who's too deeply related, it will make a big impact on your level of sharing. And the level of your vulnerability will go down. So it's very, very important to be very deeply honest and not seek for friends, but to seek for diversity when you're trying to join a forum. That's very, very vital. General trend in life is now, they say your vibe will attract your tribe. Now, the beauty of forum is where you can actually be set together with people from different businesses, different activities, different social criteria, I would say, not status. But so you could have a guy, like in my first forum, I had a guy who woke up at 5 in the morning and did yoga. And I was a guy who at that age used to come home at that time. But so the only world I knew was all these people who I was meeting in this world. And suddenly I had this in-house room of people, and I could see what other people or other diverse groups are thinking. That insight is invaluable. And I must say that in terms of time invested, so let's look at our life and how our times is arranged, right? So productivity, usually people talk about putting, let's say, 80% of your time to 80% important things, which we never able to do. But the fact is that once you're an entrepreneur and once you hit the top, it gets lonely. We think we have a lot of friends, but our college friends, some of them have not made it to the top spots. So many of our other friends have not crossed over. So suddenly you are lonely, but you're surrounded by people, but there's not one of them, they are juniors. You can't share your insecurities. You can't share your fears. You can't tell your main man that, listen, I think our working capital will run out in 6 months, because he'll leave your job and join the next company. So where do you share all this? Can you share this at home? That's unfair, because you're putting the pressure on the family. So this is the organized format to get a group like that. And over there, everyone swears confidentiality. The fourth aspect that I felt was very, very vital when this whole structure was put together is that everybody shares their lifeline. So, it was very insightful for me, because, you may get people who give you shared experience, or like a personal board of directors who may share pieces of their life or advice on you. But without the lifeline, what is the context? What is the context? I could give great advice from my own perspective to myself. But if I don't know your life, if I don't know how you grew up, who your friends are, what your priorities are, then my whole sharing changes and it shifts. It's a moving target, because you are an evolving person. So if you're meeting with this group every month, they know not only who you were, who you are, but who you are becoming. And then to get insights from such people is like, I cannot even assign a value to this, because it is invaluable. And because of that, it leads to the most life transformational experience. So, I've had a lot of people that kept telling me it's a life transformational experience. And I was like, yeah, but how? Somebody tell me how. And then I realized that it's the format, the confidentiality, the structure, the getting to know each other, knowing each other deeply, updates on a monthly basis. There is so much cross-information flowing that insight, that knowledge can really shift your decision-making and your power to not make big bad mistakes and your power to double down on your right decisions. Both can really change your life immensely. Then the last part, which I will say, is that all of this and more is available here and there per se. The internet can give it to you, but personally, that's just not available. On your personal life issues, there is no sounding board. You are exposed, and if your naked truth is something that can be used against you, you have a problem with it. Then you realize the value of this. What about your personal enhancement? Can anyone grow? I think life is a game of, personal growth, and then professional growth can only follow after. And then the third is your network. Now your network becomes your net worth, etc. And all they say, how do you build it? End of the day, you got to search within and find those groups where you can find people of a similar nature. So DLC is doing that for you right here. And all you have to do is show up, fit into the right door, find your right forum, and you're off to a flying start. Now, I must just give you one major warning. Like in everything in life, don't go to the forum unless you're going all in. If you feel this is a bunch you can't share with, don't join. If it's a place where you're not going to be 100% transparent, don't go in. If you don't feel you're going to commit your time, don't go in. Because what happens is, A, you will reduce the other person's experiences, the rest of the group, and B, the biggest disservice is to yourself. I have been in a forum since 2004. The deeper the dives I took, I was able to take away the most from my forum because I was doing the deepest dives. People knew everything about me, and I got the most contextual insights, which the others were not getting. Soon they saw that, there used to be these things that we have presentations based on whoever's is urgent. And anytime there's a situation, I am presenting. So people had to actually take the mic away from me. Salil, you keep presenting. I said, well, you guys don't ask for it. Then soon they realized that I'm getting the value, and then they started asking for that value. They started demanding that value, and I had done it with that intent, so I was happy. So I think you got to go all in. It's going to be transformational as long as you really make it happen for you. And if you are stuck, it happens sometimes that you go in and you're not feeling it, you can always opt out and try another forum as well. So it's not the end of the road. But a slightly wrong forum versus no forum, it's a 10x multiplier. It's a multi-bagger. So don't even bother thinking not going there. It's the highest value add. And obviously, eventually, what are we all about, right? We won't carry a penny away with us, right? So we will live out of our relationships. So this is what better platform to build a deep, much deeper relationship with people who are your peer group, who are living your similar life. And I can tell you, my maximum learning has not been on my own presentations. My maximum learning has been when another member has been presenting. And after seeing what's happening in his life, though I'm giving insights for it, it's giving me back so much, because you will confront a situation similar somewhere or the other in life. Some it will come early, some it will come late. When I was younger, I had older people in my forum, and they used to talk about which college to send their kids. And I was thinking, when will this be applicable to me? What am I doing? And then today, it's all applicable. I knew it way before then. The same for schools or some issues that you're having, whatever. But I could close by saying that the more you give, the more you'll get. So the forum experience is a beautiful, life transformational, and thank you to DLC for doing this, because it's really going to transform lives across the planet. But go all in. Please go all in. Thank you.